Well, the day has come. My Danmoto exhaust arrived. I ordered it Wednesday, it's now Tuesday and it's here this morning. I decided to make a video of putting it together because some people may have questions on that. It's quite simple. It's British summertime, so the weather's not too pleasant, so we'll do it inside today. Like I've got a pallet stand there for ease of use. The fire, just lit the fire, and there's the exhaust. So we begin by taking these panels off. Simple, I don't know, 6mm Allen key, and then these, when we get to this, I will come back. So it's actually a 4mm Allen key for this, for these side panels here. Now we need to take these off. For this back cowl here, they're 10. There's 4 of them, very easy, and the grab rail. So we need to take these caps off first. Okay, lever the caps off with a small flat screwdriver, and now you need a 6mm Allen key. Undo these. Okay, this bit can be tricky. I've taken the grab rail off. As I don't have anybody to hold the camera for me at the moment, I'm going to have to tell you what to do and then do it without actually filming, which I know is not helpful. But in essence, now these are all undone, you just need to slide this off and backward over, well, I guess that plastic there. So first what you need to do is disconnect the back light. You can see the connectors there, they just pull out. Right, this bit could be a bit tricky. As I've got nobody to hold the camera at the moment, I've had to just quickly do it. All I did was spread these out left and right, both at the same time, and lift this whole thing up, and it clears the side. Next thing is to just disconnect the back light, which is pull those connectors out. Just pull out that way, and that's it. So now we come to the part of taking the standard exhaust off. I don't have a problem at all with that standard exhaust. I quite like the note of it and the quietness of it, but I am changing this exhaust for the reasons of safety. People can't hear me coming. Before you start, make sure you coat that with plenty of WD-40. I mean, this bike is 6 years old, but it takes a lot of stick down there. So we need to cover that first, and then when you get to this stage, take it off. Just loosen that clamp and then that nut there. So exhaust off. Take the time to clean the random little bits in there while it's off. That bottom clamp, you didn't need to loosen it to take it off, just loosen it enough to be able to knock it down, and you can wiggle that original exhaust off. With these springs, what I tend to do is take a small bar, in this case a screwdriver, slip one spring over the top there, put this bar through, pull the whole thing and slip it over where it needs to go, and it's the easiest way to get these springs on. Right, so we're at the point of hanging the exhaust. It was all straightforward, the pipes that came with it all fitted well. As I said before, you just attach them with those springs, and once they're on you can wiggle them a little bit. I came to a problem with this bracket. I take it this is just a general, this is an F4 Hornet, which is what this exhaust is for. But as you can see, that bracket is just over twice as high as it needs to be. So all I've done is drilled another hole, and as I've used the original bolt that was in here, on the original exhaust there's a spacer, but what I've done is made a spacer to kind of give it about 20mm gap between the end of the frame and this stainless. Remember, this is stainless if you're going to drill a hole, so it is harder than mild steel, but I just use standard high-speed steel drill bits. So we're at that stage now. What I'm going to do is just cut this off here, put it back together and run it, and show you what it's like with the baffle out, and then I'm going to show you how to put the baffle in and run it with the baffle in, and then decide which note I like best. So I'll be back soon. Right, so been out on a test, and yes, it does add power. It felt like a lot more than the stated 4%, but I'm going to put the baffle in because it's a bit too noisy. Very pleased though, it's nice, especially the power. So I'm going to show you how to install the baffle. Right, as you take the slip-on exhaust off, take the springs off first obviously, you've got your baffle. The baffle doesn't go in that end, that's the out end. The baffle goes in this end. So I just need a bit of fiddling about to get that in there. I might have to make some small adjustments, but this end, so the bike is, so the engine here, that's the out end, there. So you have to take it off and put it in there, okay? Don't try and shove it in the other end. So, as you can see, baffle is in. I'm just going to find a piece of wood and a mallet to knock that in as far as it'll go, but to all intents and purposes, it's in. And the good thing is, you can't see it from the other end, so it just looks like a straight through pipe still, which is good. So, baffle is in, and now the moment of truth. Will it sound sweet, or will it sound shit? Much better. My advice is, install the baffle.